Hey everyone, Shebim here and welcome back to another episode of our Fire Pro Wrestling World Tag League Tournament. I think I got it right for a change. Right, we are back with Group A and we are very close to the end now. There's not many matches remaining. As you can see, currently Dave Richards and Eddie Edwards are joint top alongside Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. However, it's all still to play for as some teams have not had as many matches as others. We're going to try and see how we can improve that today. So, there's quite a few with 2 matches remaining. So if we did that, for example, so the Young Bucks versus the Briscoe Brothers, that would mean that both of those teams would only have 1 match remaining. So let's do that one, I think. Young Bucks versus the Briscoe Brothers. Massive match for the Young Bucks. They need a win here to go joint top and, I want to say, confirm their place, but very close to. Right, let's go then. When I say they're not going to confirm their place, it's because if we have 2 teams finish on the same amount of points at the end, the way we're going to do it is we're going to have the team who beat the team there again, if that makes sense. So if 2 teams finish on 25 points, for example, then the team that won the match between those 2 would be the team that goes through. And the Young Bucks did defeat Bad Influence 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, whatever way you want to do it. So they will be the team that would go through. Here we go then, the Briscoe Brothers. Oh, I'm going to do this again, aren't I? It's Jay Briscoe at the front. No, Jay Briscoe at the back, Mark Briscoe at the front. There we go. Got it right this time. I know that. I've got it sorted. But now what I'm doing. Right then, big match for the Bucks. They need to win this one to continue their fight for the top of the group. If they do win this one, I think they'll be in a very solid position with 1 match remaining, which I believe might be against the Unbreakable Effing Machines, which is going to be very interesting. Because those are one of the teams they're fighting against for that top spot. A snap suplexes Jay Briscoe then and Nick Jackson start things off. Another super kick. Ain't no party like a super kick party. There's a tag, then in comes Mark Briscoe. Oh, Jackson catches Jay Briscoe with the stiff forearm. Both guys trying strikes and avoiding each other's. That's one right in the face there. Now taking him up into a gut wrench suplex. Nice boot right in the gut once again as Mark Briscoe dragging Nick Jackson away from the ropes, now forcing an elbow straight into the knee. It's quite a good maneuver. We know how much the Bucks rely on their high-flying ability, and damaging the knee is definitely a good way forward. Nice senton and a roll through into the pin. It's pretty a bit too early for that. It is only a 1 count. Nice strikes. Matt Jackson taking both members of the Briscoes down, but eventually the numbers game catches up with him. Dragon screw, nice by Jay Briscoe. Sending Matt Jackson off the ropes into a bicycle kick. It's the bicycle. Nice boot right in the gut once again. There's the pin. Not enough. Wow, what a right hand right in the face. And then big boots into the spine. A poke to the eyes by Matt Jackson. And a low blow by Matt Jackson as well. Springs off the ropes. Into a boot in the spine. And there's the tag. In comes Nick Jackson. Nice drop kick. Super kick by Nick Jackson once again. Went for a drop kick on Jay Briscoe, who Matt Briscoe just about walked away. Matt Briscoe now in control. Gets a boot in the face for his troubles though. So this is such an important match this is for the Bucks. The Briscoes are fighting mainly for pride now. There's no way they can go through. Nick Jackson gets caught with a Hurricanrana. Matt Briscoe on top with a frog splash. Too close to the ropes though. Big boots in the face by Nick Jackson. And into a nice head scissors takedown as well. Double tags. All 4 men in the ring for a short period of time. And it's the Briscoes that are coming out on top of this little exchange at this point in time. Nick Jackson, tombstone power driver. Matt Jackson with a super kick. Matt Jackson now in the corner, tuning the band with another super kick. A boot to the nuts. And all of a sudden the Bucks are in firm control of this one. Neck breaker by Mark Briscoe. Jay Briscoe comes across and makes the tag into Mark Briscoe. Nice boots right in the gut there by Matt Jackson. Took a couple of strikes. Sending Matt Briscoe into the ropes. There's a drop kick. Back up to his feet. Another super kick. Another one. Again, tuning the band into another super kick to the nuts, and the Bucks are dominating this. They're so brutal. I really do enjoy the Bucks on this game. They've just got a really cool moveset. Again, he's going to go for the super kick from the corner, and again he hits the super kick from the corner. There's a tag. In comes Nick Jackson. You imagine it's only a matter of time before the Bucks get a win here. They seem so dominant, don't they? Roll through for the pin, but of course it's not the legal man. There is the pin there by Nick Jackson. Wow! That is the quickest match I've had so far. It was a strong win. And then after the bell's already gone, Matt Jackson with a low blow on Jay Briscoe. And what a quick win that was for the Bucks. Well done, Bucks. You've done well there. Really well. That's exactly what they needed. Right, so it wasn't the best of matches because it was quite short, but still, it was effective. And that is going to put the Bucks joint top of the group. We'll have to try. The Bucks haven't faced off against Dave Richards and Eddie Edwards yet, so that is going to be a big match, a real big match. Okay, so Brian Cage and Michael Elgin. See, they've still got two of the easier matches left, really. So they're going to go for the final match of Project Ego. That means we've only got two matches remaining after this match, which will be both for next episode, which will be a pretty cool way to end because they're both big matches. Very, very big matches. So Brian Cage and Michael Elgin versus Chris Travis and Martin Kirby. This could be very important as well because this would put Brian Cage and Michael Elgin joint top of the group on 25 points alongside the three other teams. Wow. In a very good position though, weren't they? Here they are then, Brian Cage, Michael Elgin. Very, very strong. I'm liking Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, you know. I'm big fans. Brian Cage, I'm surprised someone the WWE haven't tried to pick up yet. I know he came from FCW, didn't he? But he just seems like the sort of thing WWE would sort of thrive upon. I'd love to see him go to AEW. I think Brian Cage would be fantastic at AEW, to be honest with you. And of course, Michael Elgin, I believe, runs his own company in Canada. But he's had the odd issue here and there. I think I've spoken about it before. He's had a couple of issues here and there, so maybe they've sort of tried to avoid on that one just in case anything comes out of the woodwork. I don't think there's anything that he's done necessarily. It's just, yeah, I think there was talk of like I'm trying to think of the best way of putting it. Sexual assault is probably the best way of putting it, but yeah, there was apparently sexual assault going on in one of his changing rooms of his company, and he sort of avoided it. He didn't really. It's not like he wasn't involved, and he wasn't trying to hide it. I think he was just a little bit, just wanted it to go away, sort of thing. So wasn't really probably taking as much attention as I should have done. I think that's probably one of the reasons why. I don't know. As always, with anything I say, citation needed. Nice takedown there by Brian Cage. It'd be a massive win for them if they can pull this off at Breakable Machines. It would put them joint top with just a match against the Briscoe brothers remaining, which is an easy odd match for them. I'm saying easy. It's not easy, it's just easier than the other matches. Of course, the Bucks have got the American Wolves, which means that one team will finish on 30 and the other team will finish on 25. If these guys can beat the Briscoe brothers, then that will mean that these guys will definitely go through. So if they win this and they beat the Briscoe brothers, then they definitely go through the Unbreakable Machines. It's a lot of ifs though, isn't it? A lot of ifs and buts. There's the pin. Elgin flips free, not even a one count. Nice scoop slam there on Chris Travis. Now just choking him out, as you do. Chris Travis clubbing blow to the back. Now dragging Elgin back into the middle of the ring, dropping a knee into the spine. Elgin now into a scoop slam. Dragging Travis away from the ropes. Into a reverse chin lock. Travis comes across, makes the tag into Martin Kirby. And there is the assisted powerbomb by Project Ego. Nice drop kick to the back of the head by Kirby. And Project Ego in quite a bit of control of this match at this point in time, to be honest. Making him think about the suplex. Wow. Martin Kirby taking one out of Michael Elgin's playbook. Making him think about it while it's up in the air. All four men now clashing on the outside. Brian Cage has got himself a steel chair, as you do, which is legal in this game, apparently. There's been no disqualifications in this game. Low blows are allowed, chairs are allowed. Which is pretty cool. Must admit, I do like that. Why not? There's the tag. In comes Brian Cage. Elbow to the back of the head there by Travis. And I'm worried for Unbreakable Machines here because Project Ego have dominated the large portion of the match. Nice deadlift German though by Brian Cage, and all of a sudden, can he turn things around in his own favour? Taking both members of Project Ego down. He has Kirby in a headlock, big elbow to the spine. More boots to the spine. Nice takedown. Okay, maybe take it back. Maybe Brian Cage is in more control now. Kirby rolling through though. Snap suplex by Kirby as well. Kirby went for a spinning kick and missed Brian Cage. Not quite sure you can do that. He's a big lad. Nice running spear in the corner there by Kirby as well. So yeah, Kirby's doing really well in this match. Travis struggled a bit when he was in control. But Cage now, okay, dropping Kirby. Cage, 619 by Brian Cage on Martin Kirby. Nice, I like that. But then Kirby with a Sable Bomb. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Michael Elgin broke it up. I think the Unbreakable Machines are going to struggle here, you know. Oh. So much action. Jackhammer by Brian Cage on Martin Kirby. That could have been enough, actually. Discus forearm by Elgin. Cage taking Kirby down with a flatliner. There's a pin again. Oh, 2.9. Maybe I was wrong. It looked like Unbreakable Machines were really struggling against Project Ego. But the longer this match goes, the closer it becomes, and the more chance it seems like Brian Cage is going to get the pin. It's double tags though. Michael Elgin and Chris Travis now the legal men. There's just a real cluster at this point in time. All four men just going at each other. Gut wrench suplex by Elgin on Chris Travis. Pin by Travis on Elgin was broken quickly by Brian Cage. And I think Travis was going for some sort of kick and Brian Cage has clotheslined him off his boots. Northern Light suplex. And again, Brian Cage is there straight away to break it up. Brian Cage on top. Big elbow drop. Nice German by Elgin. And a second German as well by Elgin. And oh, it's a 2.9. I thought they had the win there. Nice neck breaker there by Brian Cage on Martin Kirby. Chris Travis now. Oh, Elgin fighting back with a back elbow. And a double axe handle to take Travis down. Elgin now. Discus forearm. Northern Light suplex too close to the ropes. Went for the heel kick. It was missed. And the double tags once again. Brian Cage and Martin Kirby, the two legal men now. Which one of them's going to come out on top though? It could be Martin Kirby. There's the Sable Bomb. There's the pin. If this is a win for Project Ego. Oh, it's a 2.9. Project Ego could knock Unbreakable Effing Machines out of this competition with a loss here, I think. Well, not necessarily. Well, I don't know. I'll have to double check all the results, won't I? But it's a possibility. Kirby Unbreakable Machines training chops. Jumping boot to the head. Kirby bringing Cage back up. Spring off the ropes. Cage ducking the drop kick. Kirby with the Northern Lights. Oh my god, they've got it! Oh, that is throwing a right spanner in the works this competition now. Project Ego with a victory over the Unbreakable Effing Machines. That is throwing a right spanner in this now. Okay. Okay. Poor result that for the Unbreakable Effing Machines. Great, though, for Project Ego, who now move up to 15 points, so they're the best of the rest now at this point in time. Right, so that's all of Project Ego's matches done. Now we have one match remaining for the Bucks, one match for the American Wolves, which is against the Bucks, so one of those two teams will definitely go through. Kazarian and Daniels have had all their matches, and Brian Cage and Michael Elgin have one match left against the Briscoe brothers. Now, let's see how this all panned out. So, okay, so they lost. Okay, so as long as... This is the interesting one now then, isn't it? So if the Unbreakable Machines beat the Briscoe brothers, they will go ahead of Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian due to the win between the two of them. But what was the result between Brian Cage, Michael Elgin and the American Wolves? It was a win for the Wolves. I think. Okay. Okay, so the way it works is if the American Wolves win their match, then they will go through and the Young Bucks will go through. If the Young Bucks win their match, the Young Bucks will go through and the Unbreakable Effing Machines will go through if they beat the Briscoe. It's going to be a messy one, isn't it? It's going to be a real messy one. We're going to have to find out next time. There's a lot of... Basically, I don't think at this point in time that... I'll have to double check, but I don't think Project Ego can go through at this point in time. Let me have a quick look. So Project Ego... oh god. Project Ego lost. So Project Ego did beat the American Wolves. Oh no, that's even more weird then, isn't it? Okay, we're going to have to see how this goes, because this is going to get very, very messy. We might have to have a buffer match at some point. Okay, well let's just get into the next episode. Of course, if you enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. We'll be back in a couple of days' time where we can understand who is going to go through from this competition, because it is confusing the life out of me at this point in time. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.